Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Automation Station here with the PeakBot team, your household name for automated trading. It's episode 222. Ben, what's up? Two man.
Two.
Throw your
I was
twos up.
number 2 in baseball for a little while, and then
Then you went to one.
I went to 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy Friday, Doug. Ben, you don't know my high school number.
No. 19.
Wow. Yeah.
That
was impressive.
Yeah. I think I could probably name a lot of people's numbers.
Ray.
6.
All right, we're going to do this at the same time. Scooty. 2. Hunter. 10.
15. Oh, no, but Joe LeBou was 10.
Okay, and then Hunter took it, I think.
Yeah.
Shout out to all these guys who are definitely listening right now. Oh, yeah. Hey, we should celebrate this, making it another week. You know, we did celebrate surviving another week, and we did so by not trading the King AI strategy.
Ooh, yeah. King AI was off all week. Crazy. I think my concern is more about the United States killing itself than, World War III. I think AI is going to kill us soon.
What a Friday topic. By the way, you gotta be.
I saw an interview by somebody from Anthropic where they were like, "Yeah, we put this model. I think it's called Mythos. It is called Mythos. I know. But they put it in like a sandbox that was theoretically unbreakable, and it said break out of the sandbox, and it did. So yeah, it's only a matter of time until AI kind of takes control of itself and takes over all electronic devices and
PeakBot.
I don't know what
you think AI takeover is gonna help or hurt PeakBot. You think? Hey, because they might come to us and be like, "Hey guys, you know what? Thank you for building all this. It's actually pretty good. You know what? We're gonna use it. We'll pay you. You're our slaves, but we're gonna pay you.
The bots are gonna pay us.
Well, meaning, actually, no, it's not even past. They'll let us live, right? That's it.
That's our compensation.
Well, they'll just let us live.
So make sure you always say please and thank you to your LLMs that you talk to,
and make sure to subscribe to PeakBot, because when push comes to shove, and that day comes, we're gonna fight for our users and say spare them as well, because they get it.
So subscribe to PeakBot and you might survive the AI apocalypse.
I feel like Men in Black all of a sudden. Meeting with the heads of the banks, that was concerning. Okay, Doug's sounding off in the chat here a little bit.
Link us to that if you can. I'd be curious to read it. I could probably Google it too, but
yeah, but it'd make it easier. We're hosting a live show. If Doug could send.
This is going to be my rabbit hole for the weekend.
Great.
How much longer does humanity have until AI kills us all?
How do you
think they would do it?
Well, I don't know how to answer that question, nor do I think anybody does. We can guess, but can I tell you what you're going to do in this rabbit hole?
What?
You're going to use Claude. You're going to ask Claude how much longer we have. You're going to ask AI how long it's going to be until it takes over.
I will.
Yeah. And then you're going to fight the answer with another answer. Anyway, all right, lot to talk about here. That was some pretty high level doomsday stuff there. And good news is PeakBot land has been profitable with our bots. We've been quiet. There is all of these things going on, but our wheel is, it's not bullish market, but if you're wheeling the SQs like we've been talking about the last few weeks, not financial advice, just simply what we see with the data. We've been seeing a lot of trades. Ben, talk to me about BenBot really quick.
BenBot's having a decent start of the month. Yesterday we got tripped up just a little bit, took a $58 loss, but today we're back on the horse with a nice win. We're up 1.5% on the month.
Okay, nice.
About halfway to if your goal is to cover your PeakBot subscription, good news is you only need $13 more per contract. If you're maxing out those BenBot contracts, you only need $13 more of wins to pay for your subscription for the month. We're going to keep trading because we realize people will start their subscription mid-month, and they're going to need those BenBot wins to cover their subscription fees. But that's at least the mindset and the goal. We're not looking to hit home runs here. We're looking to get nice base hits every day. And yesterday got a little out of hand. Today, lots of chop ever since the yesterday. Well, at the end of the day, in the beginning of the day, we had a nice trend in the middle of the day. Choppy day today.
You want to look at it?
Now we are on a downward trend. Yeah, we could if you want to pull screen.
Hey, why don't you do that, Ben?
Yeah, I've got it.
Why don't you share screen instead of me?
Well, I meant could you click the button to put
I just meant that you're more reliable.
Yeah, you like to share things that you shouldn't be sharing.
Hit it.
Here we go. If you hire a person to manage your money, it's more than the bot cost. You know, that's a great point because, and I think we know this, but we're so concerned about cost of subscription and people expecting returns. When you look at what the market has done this year compared to what you would have paid your financial advisor versus what you're paying a bot, we're a great deal. We're a great deal. So these are the signals for BenBot today. I did not take trades on all of these signals. Happy to say I actually didn't take any of these first 4 signals.
What didn't you like about them?
So what I didn't like was, and I'm going to try to get this on screen to where it'll make sense. See these bars coming out on the side here? That's the volume profile. So that's how many shares were traded at a certain dollar level. So when we got this put signal here, you could kind of see that there was a lot of volume built up there. So in order for us to actually make money on that put, we would have to break through that big chunk of volume. Again, right here, another put signal. Lots of volume at that price level. Another put. This is a little bit later on in the day. We'll see volume profile adjust again. So take a look at that. All the volume is here. So we'd have to break through all of that in order to get a breakout and get a gain on our puts. And then call. This one was actually pretty decent, but I was looking at this bar here and thought, okay, well, we don't have much space. Maybe we could scalp a $10 trade. Decided not to. But then this call was a small gain. This put was a small gain. And then this put was a small gain as well. I didn't take it all the way till TP because I usually like to set my TPs based on what the ATR is. And right now the ATR is at like 15 cents. So there's really not much movement. Anyways, lots of thought going into the BenBot. But overall, we're up 1.5%. I think that we'll have a good rest of the month.
Yeah, and that's the goal, right? Like you were saying earlier, BenBot's here to pay for the bots. I like to say the wheel's there to beat the market, and then the rest of the strategies are there to have fun with and start really trading and getting some quick returns, of course, with adjusted risk as well, right? Some higher risk, higher reward stuff, but King AI and the rest of the gang there have been still very profitable. What I was trying to tell somebody who I spoke with earlier, it's like they were kind of telling themselves this is you gotta feel everything. You gotta trade this for a couple months. You gotta feel the wins, you gotta feel the losses. And really, I think, Ben, I bet if we did a statistic, I bet people who stick around after, call it 3 or 4 losses. Now I'm talking King AI, sizable losses, right? 600, 700, 800 bucks. I bet people who trade through 3 or 4 of those on King AI specifically, I bet they stick around forever. I bet all of those people are still active. That's just my guess. Because if you can take the beating when it is happening, 1 in 10 trade, statistically speaking, past results don't indicate future results, of course, but you know what I mean? Like there's people who start and their first loss is 700 bucks and they're like, ouch. And they're calling and they're like, well, what's going on? Hey, this is part of it. You know what I mean? But anyway.
No, I mean, but we see it historically, both back tested data and live tested data. We see that after it hits, we get that recovery and we recover within, less than 7 trading days. So less than 2 real weeks. For the most part. But as you said, past results do not indicate future results. And Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's
up to
it.
you to make your own financial trading decisions.
That's exactly right. You'll see us get a little bit more specific about that. Ben, I was looking at Shorebo, by the way. We're just kind of going through the bots now. It's a Friday. This is kind of what we do, right? So we know Ben Bot is up 1.5% on the month. You need $250 per unit to trade that. You can trade 4 units. That's $1,000 in cash. That's up 1.5% this month. All right. So good returns there. Again, striving to pay for the bot by the end of the month. And we got a lot of game left. So Ben Bot's in a good spot right now. Shorebo, okay. And we're going to do what they call the crap sandwich. It's really a worse word, but where it's like a good, bad, good, because we're going to get to King AI and how it's missing out on all this. But I do want to tell people, Ben, I'm going to put you on the spot live because I don't mind. When was the last time you traded Shorebo? Been a little while, right?
November.
Okay, so you've been out on the Shorebo train. And I bring it up, and I've been in and out on it.
In all fairness, in my defense, all of my accounts are used for testing, so I can't.
But
even if I wanted to, which I don't want to.
Well, I was going to say, if that's not the case, and your point is very valid, but let's say you had the cash and you weren't concerned about anything, would you be trading Shorebo right now?
No.
Okay. Would you ever consider like looking at it? Because I'm looking at it, it's down $630 this month. Okay. It's taken 5 trades, it's lost 3 of them. It did not enter today. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. But it may have. I'm thinking about turning it back on. It's been on a little bit of a skid. I like to think if it goes 2 weeks red in a row, I'm seeing a green week coming. That's my opinion. That's what I've seen based on our past results. I don't think we've strung together 3 red weeks since September of 2025. Okay, so that's how I'm looking at it. I might flip Shorebo on for myself personally going into next week. Again, I'm just telling you what I'm doing.
Yep.
So go ahead, Ben.
No, I'm just saying go for it. Yeah.
All right. King AI still crushing because we're sitting out. Okay, so King AI since launch has taken, Ben, do you know the total tally on trades off the top of your head?
70.
You're very close. 71 total trades. I believe only 6 losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses. Okay, so
wow, that's a 90% win rate.
64,
just like our data suggests.
Yeah, it is. 64 divided by 71. What do we got there specifically? 90.1. Yeah. So last loss was at the end of March. We took 1 loss on 3/31. And then a win on April 1st. This was early last week and have not traded since. We are just sitting out. I would imagine a lot of it is Vic. Where's VIX at right now?
19 bucks, I think.
Okay, so we're in the VIX range. But a lot of what's been turning this off has been, global, political, economic events, as well as some VIX and other things. So is entry possible today going into the weekend? I think we discussed that. Maybe that's not the case.
No, entry is possible.
Okay.
The overnight VIX parameters were not met to turn it off. Now it's just really up to the machine learning model if it wants to trade over the weekend or not, which is weird to say it like that because it's like AI has got a mind of its own, which is why it will kill us one day.
You can't say that K word, man. We're going to get taken off.
Which is why it will unalive us one day.
Yeah, that's better. Or just beep. We're gonna have a beep button, or we need a 7-second delay.
Yeah, producer, can we get a beep feature in here?
Yeah, and also anticipate when Ben's gonna curse. And that's funny because Ben doesn't curse. All right, so Ben, I think we nailed it. Look, King AI Turbo, for those who are trading it, this was the even hotter bot. Okay, and in half the time. Although the bot's coming off 2 losses, the bot has dropped to $3,700. What was that noise?
It's a new sound effect that I just found.
Oh my god! I thought something was happening in your house. King AI Turbo is coming off of 2 losses. Okay, that's the first time it's lost back-to-back since it's launched. I'd like to think it's primed for a little turnaround there, but the entry criteria has got to be there. King Condor, our lost soldier that we like to forget about, it is actually pretty inactive, as the rest of the King family. That's what I refer to them as, by the way. You
can call them the royal family.
The royal family, Kai, Kate, and KC.
Yep.
So KC, longest standing bot, been live since we're talking coming up on over a year now, 15 months. Sorry, a little less than that. $1,600 profitable on your 2K. So that's a nice return.
That's nice.
That's a really very nice return. Now it's coming off of 3 straight losses as well. You can argue that, in my opinion, I like seeing that. Although that bot, King Condor, still only really wins a little more than half the time. Per design, 55% win rate. But anyway, look, idea is, I know we're talking through a lot, and I didn't pull up the results sheets necessarily today to get lost in them, but our bots are making money. The results are there and published for you daily. You got to decide what you want to do with that based on how much cash you have available and what your risk tolerance is. But we're here to guide you. We're here to give you the results and the data on our pre-built, fully automated strategies. So if you have questions, head on over to our website, use the chat, schedule time, whatever you want to do. Head on over to PeakBot.com. You'll see a full list of our strategies and our partner strategies, which may be worth shouting out. One of our partners specifically, who's just, it's a repeat, but just really crushing it as of late. That's Bull Trade Finder, BTF. He's been absolutely on fire. He has 110% total return on a small 5K account. He's returned $5,500 on that 5K. Now that's before fees, based on what brokerage you may be on and what your fees are per trade on SPY, SPX, NDX, etc. But anyway, he's just been absolutely crushing. And you can get started there over at btf.peakbot.com. Copy trading, any trade that BTF places, you're getting placed in your account live in under 3 seconds. Ronnie, let me get on that. Ronnie, what do you want to know, Ronnie? Well, how about I just give you everything? I'll give you a link to our website.
Agrees. Ronnie agrees.
Knots is the man. All right, so let's send him. Hey, Ben, can you put in the chat or put on screen the btf.peakbot.com?
Yes.
So people can sign up, and I'll do, let's see here. All right. Anyway, I can't get it up on screen. My thing's giving me trouble, but all right, so btf.peakbot.com, get signed up. Awesome, Ronnie. Yeah. Good to see that. When was the last time we had a live? Sorry, what?
I said yes, Ronnie.
When was the last time we had a live sign up on the show? That's fun.
Well, at least that mentioned
that we knew about.
Yeah.
I mean, he declared.
Because we'll find out afterwards, but Ronnie's live.
I do declare. Now, Ronnie,
do you want a free month of PeakBot too?
Hey, let's get into Trader Trivia.
Ronnie, just answer this question.
That was good.
Let's change the music. Let's get into Trader Trivia. Let's start this up here. All right, so if you are new to this show, and this might be the first time you're watching us, and you're seeing all this action around bots, you just listened to Dylan monologue for 20 minutes about how good our bots are. Well, here's your chance to try our bots for free. Not our partner bots, these are our bots. You could try them for free. All you have to do is answer this question, send the answer to this question to our email, experience@peakbot.com. The question is, which famous U.S. investor is known as the Oracle of Omaha? Is it A, Ray Dalio, B, Warren Buffett, C, Peter Lynch, or D, Carl Icahn? So think about that. Send us your guess to experience@peakbot.com. If you answer that correctly, we're going to send you a link to get started with PeakBot for free for 1 month. So while
what we got?
Nice.
Nice.
Actually, funny story. Well, I guess not too funny. It's probably well known. There's an inverse Kramer ETF that's available to trade. It's doing pretty well.
It's doing pretty well.
All right. Anyways, did you know that Zoom Video Communications, ticker ZM, I believe it is, went public in 2019 and then experienced a massive surge in 2020 due to COVID, of course. So that forced a lot of businesses to work remotely, host virtual meetings, and have online classes. So this sudden global reliance led to explosive growth in users, revenue, and market value, with its stock price rising dramatically in a short period of time. Investors saw Zoom as a key player in the future of digital communications, making it one of the most talked about and fastest growing companies during that time. However, since then, since return to work, how has Zoom been doing? I don't think it's been doing that hot.
It used to be on PeakBot Picks a lot, I feel like.
Yeah, it definitely was on PeakBot Picks a lot. I'm going to go take a look at this. Oh, man, I just screwed up my whole trading deal.
I'm going to pull it up. Oh, I got a line on here. Oh, no.
Oh, no. This is
Here,
brutal.
I got it.
Yeah, please.
Be careful now. All right. So look at this. Here's year to date. All right. And let's go 5 years. So COVID. All right. So they IPO'd at about $60 a share. Got up to about 100, fell back down, okay, right back to where they started. COVID happens. They go from $60 a share to $573-ish a share. That's in October.
That's when you just pack it in and sell the company.
Right? October of 20, and maybe people did sell. Maybe owners did sell. But so October of 20. Now, look, we know the effects of COVID and financially and everything else lasted a lot longer, but that was about the length of the crash, right? I think by October, I think the market, you'd have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think by October it was back, right? Wasn't COVID the shortest ever bear market?
Yeah, it was very quick. It was, I think, even before. I think it was. Yeah, I think it started in what was it, February, March? The crash started, and then recovered in. Yeah. Very fast.
So anyway, they skyrocketed, okay, and then they've been since coming all the way back down to their starting point, okay. In 22, they were trading right around that $65, got as low as $57 a share. Seemed to have probably a good earnings report here, and maybe that, along with other things, really helped. So now we're looking at August of 24. Ben, look, I had something on here. I had a line at 78, and well, if it was a fly expiring today, I'd be pumped about it. But it wasn't, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, they're trading at $78 a share right now. So you can argue that we're just looking at earnings here. They're coming off of a bad. Ben, their earnings reports really moved their stock, actually.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, they had a bad one and it shows. They had a good one and it shows. It shows. All the way back to some pretty long, high scale ones, right? But anyway, I wouldn't touch this. Although you could argue that we're kind of in maybe a slight bullish pattern here, forming maybe with some room to the upside.
To Doug's point, it is crazy how Zoom took off and Skype was forgotten. I think it was probably because Zoom positioned themselves as the professional video conferencing center, whereas Skype was, just
FaceTime your grandma. And see, I can't even say it because what replaced Skype was FaceTime.
Yeah,
right.
Skype
it's
sucks.
A verb now. Yeah, Skype always sucked, I feel like. But they were the only game in town forever. If you wanted to get on Skype, if you wanted to talk to somebody on camera, you were going to go on Skype. We got lost. We haven't even given the answer on this yet.
We haven't given the answer on this yet. So the answer to this question, Ronnie, you got it right, but email us so we could send you the link, please. It is Warren Buffett. So Warren Buffett earned the nickname Oracle of Omaha because of his extraordinary success in long-term investing and his ability to consistently make wise financial decisions. And he's from and is currently still based out of Omaha, Nebraska. Fun fact about Warren Buffett: he goes to, or at least he did. I don't know if he still does, but he went to McDonald's for breakfast any morning, and his breakfast order would change based on if the market was up, if it was flat, or if it was down. He would order a more expensive breakfast if the market was up, and a cheaper breakfast if the market was down.
I've heard that. Yeah, that's great. Just true to himself, That's awesome. And he's probably not loved how much more expensive it's gotten over the years.
At his age, I don't know if he's still eating McDonald's.
Yeah, you'd like to think he's probably not, but I'll tell you what, you can have a McMuffin or at any age, in my opinion. All right, Ben. So look, where do we go from here? We've given away a free month of PeakBot. We've covered all the bots. We've talked about some partners who've been kicking butt. We have other partners that have been kicking butt as well. And we have, and you can see all that on our website, Bot Shop. We're actually going to be doing a rehaul to our website over the next few weeks and making sure that you're getting more visualization into our partners and their strategies and their returns. So you'll see that all coming. We got some new PeakBot of our own strategies being released here over the next few months. So a lot going on in the world of PeakBot, a lot going on for our automated strategies and our partners. So Ben, why don't we take people home with maybe some economic events and get out of here? Or did you want to cover something else?
Yeah, no, we could and should do economic events here. I was thinking of maybe teasing our idea of a Monday to Friday competition, but maybe we'll figure out all of the details before we actually announce that.
Okay.
So let's get this on screen here. This is rest of day today. Let's move into next week. So Friday into Monday. Not much going on Monday. However, again, the machine learning model is going to decide if these 1DTs are going to trade over the weekend. The past several weekend gaps have been fairly large and would have caused losses on the strategies. So we'll see what the machine learning model decides. On Tuesday morning, we have PPI data being released. We've got some Fed speeches going into the afternoon and nothing much for later in the afternoon that day. On Wednesday, lots of data, some Fed speeches, but overall, nothing much of note. On Thursday, got some jobs data in the morning, some more Fed speeches, some bill auctions. Again, nothing of quote high importance per trading view. And then Friday, we have a relatively quiet Friday other than these two Fed speeches. So overall, it looks like the market is going to be calm in terms of economic events. Again, it's going to be up to the bots to decide if they're trading or not. But as of now, it looks like all systems go, provided there's no, crazy war news. Okay. And, that's a situation that will be monitored by the bots.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on everything here. We are heading into the weekend. Hope everybody has some fun plans here as the weather may be starting to change. We'll see about that. We will be live on Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern to learn a little bit something. Ben, are we wrapping Vertical Wheel or are we going into something else?
We have wrapped Vertical Wheel.
Okay, we'll see what we get on Monday. Tune in and find out.
I don't even know what we'll figure it out.
It'll be one of our bots that you'll be learning about. And maybe we tease the new bot. Just educate on what's coming out. Just the structure behind it, maybe.
I think I just got our live results from one of our accounts sent to me. So I'm going to be taking a nice look at that.
All right, well, you take a look at that. If you want to see what's going on with our new bots and what's coming out for PeakBot, fully automated trading, set it and forget it while you're at work, while you're at the beach. Let our bots trade for you profitably. Thanks so much for tuning in. We will be live again Monday, as I stated, at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. So wishing you a fantastic weekend. Enjoy. And as always, we'll see you at the peak. Take care.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.